This is probably the most competitive industry in the world. If you're not feeling the pressure, you're not doing it right.
You may not know our faces, but you definitely know our music.
To see the magic behind the scenes is, as a music lover and as a music fan, it's so needed.
Thank you.
So when you first heard about this opportunity and to be a part of it, what was the initial reactions there? Were there nerves? Was there pride? Was there excitement? All of the above?
Hell yeah.
That was the reaction. Hell yeah, let's hear it.
It was all of it, honestly. Like, we all so deeply love what it is that we do. You know, for me, I'll speak for me personally. I'm a singer-songwriter. It's my entire life, and I think that people don't really know what it is that happens behind the scenes and how their favorite songs are created. And it's about damn time that they learn, you know?
How bad do you want it?
Sevyn Streeter, who's a performer too, joins 11 of the industry's best songwriters and producers in Hitmakers, premiering July 24th on Netflix. The docuseries gives fans an all-access look inside real, high-stakes writing camps as teams work to create hits for the biggest names in music.
These are the songs people dance to.
They cry to, and definitely to.
These camps can make or break a career. If you don't write a hit, you won't be invited back.
Denisia, Blue June Andrews, and Brittany, Coney work as a duo called Nova Wave. They've worked with Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Ariana Grande, and in 2022, they co-wrote 8 of the tracks on Beyonce's Grammy-winning Renaissance album.
Being a duo for so long and creating a sacred space of what we do. A lot of people don't know what we do, so to like bring that to the world and to give a piece was a blessing.
Songwriting is such like a private experience, or it has been for all of us at least our whole lives. It was a little nerve-wracking to have like a camera come in there and kind of, you know, see behind the scenes. But I think at the end of the day, I was also very excited just for people to know who we are, that we exist, that a lot, like Sevyn said, that a lot of their favorite songs have more to the story than what they know.
If you couldn't tell from the accent, Ben Johnson is one of the hottest songwriters in country right now, collaborating with Morgan Wallen, Dierks Bentley, Lee Brice, and even Justin Timberlake.
This is how I feed my family.
It's either this or flipping burgers.
You know, from John Legend to Shaboozy to Lisa, we see this interaction with the artists too. What are the emotions that you feel from the time you release the song for them to listen to the time you get that feedback?
I mean, I think we've done this so much at this point. There's not a lot of emotional, like...
You just give it to God?
Yeah. Well, also you're on to the next song, you know? You let that one go and you're focused on creating something new. So, I think it is kind of giving it to God, you know? You do your best and then you leave the rest up to Jesus in a way.
Amen.
Okay, so I would be a terrible writer then.
I ain't saying that you don't care about it, because we do care about it a lot. But we write so many songs, I mean, probably 300 songs a year or whatever, you know? So if you lived and died with every song, you'd be very sad.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to become a bit, what's the word?
Detached a little bit.
Yeah.
Once you finish with it, you got to ship the baby off, you know.
Right.
But you have some of those that are just like...
There are a few that you never can let
Y'all
go.
crazy if y'all don't take
Yes.
this.
Right? So then when you hear the positive feedback at those moments where you have someone like that wanting your work, that's got to feel extra special.
Yes.
And to have cameras in there in those vulnerable moments, how did you find that groove of, okay, there's some cameras here, but I'm focusing on my work. How did you find that perfect balance?
You know what? I'll say that it had a lot to do with being comfortable with the people that I was creating with.
Yes.
Like my first day was with Ben and Tommy, and I always say when you're writing records, there's no room for ego to be in the room. You have to really care about what you're creating and care about the song and being in a room with people who, you know, that was his initiative, that was his MO, that was Tommy's MO, that was my MO, and I think that it makes it all the more easier and more fun. You know what I mean? It's like, it's nothing worse than trying to create something magical with people that are not that magical. And I happen to I worked with some really magical people.
And that won't make for great TV.
And that won't make
So that's the reality of that.
Yeah. You know, the
Sure. I think for me, it was just being prepared. Like, I think we've done this for so long, and these are the moments, like, I don't know about y'all, but like, these are the moments I was in my bedroom and I was like,
acting like people were there and like, you know, I just being prepared for those moments. So the camera just felt to me like an artist that I was working with and just having that pressure but having to like get through it. So it was just like, you know, this is something I've been doing. I've been preparing for this my whole life. So.
You manifested that.
Yeah.
You manifested those cameras in there.
I'm a very magical person.
Yeah. Amen. Was there anything that was off limits that you guys didn't want the cameras around for?
I don't really think.
Lord mercy, I don't know what more they could have gotten.
Yeah.
I filmed so many things. First day I'm eating a bowl of cereal, I'm like, this is not interesting. I'm the only one sitting there, they're panning around me with cameras. I was like,
you never know what will go viral.
I was like,
these
I have
days.
never been full sweating as I'm eating a bowl of cereal. I'm like, I don't know how to eat anymore.
With that being said, too, with the cameras capturing not just your professional lives and your careers and you at work, but also bits of the personal life, too,
Right.
what do you hope fans take away from your stories after they're done watching this?
I think just the balance of it all. Like, you know, we're human and we do it broken, we do it happy, we do it sad, we do it, you know, we just, a plethora of emotions we go through just as humans. So I think, you know, we still have a job to do and we do it at all costs. You know, we're always of service. So I hope they just appreciate that and they show us grace.
And I will say too, you know, we have AI these days, and it's like, you know, we appreciate it. I think when AI is used responsibly, I think it's a great tool. But I think that it's still important for up and coming songwriters and creatives to see, no, this is how you get your hands dirty, and this is how, you know, you're not going to always write the best song. You know, you can scrap that, come back to it, rework things. I think they need to see that it does actually take skill set, you know what I mean, to do what it is that we do. And like, you know, to Blue's point, you know, this is not something that we just started doing yesterday.
Right.
We have been doing this 15, 20 plus years writing these songs. So I think that it's important for this time and this generation to see that, you know, this is actually a skill set and this is how it's really done.
This is a craft.
This is how it's really done.
Really done.
Yeah.
I hope personally people feel empowered.
Yeah.
Like when I watch a LeBron or a Steph Curry or Shakir Stevenson or like anybody like that, like I feel so empowered and I pray that people take that with them.
Yeah.
This is why I hope there's a second season too.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that who knows how many Hitmakers are watching Hitmakers, and
So
then
many.
you know we get some magic out of that as
Yeah.
well. If there
Yeah.
was a season 2, would you like to be a part of it? And because we have to continue following these songs as well. I need to know what happens to some of these songs.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I would love
definitely.
to, yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Well, the team is watching, by the way.
Season 2.
Say 7, hell yeah?
Hell yeah!